When the coffee, is that good? Yeah. It's weird up here. Hey guys. Okay. When the coffee hit me, I was pedaling slowly up the end of a gradual hill. The guy that threw the cup had sped off. The wind was carrying his words, though. Did he just shout, "Nice shoes"? So the combination of being mocked about my footwear, simultaneously soaked with a hot beverage, was just bizarre enough that I really wasn't sure whether to laugh or swear. So that day, on my bike, attached to it was a trailer. And on that bike trailer was trash. 300 pounds of it. And recycling and compost. And that hill marked the last of the end of my workday. So I was a rider in a workers collective called Pedal People. They're still going strong, check them out. So for a living, we hauled things by bike and trailer. Year-round, trash, moving people's belongings, yard care, food delivery, you name it, couches, stoves, cats. Cat carriers with cats inside of them. So the experience was pretty incredible, and what Pedal People really helped me realize is ways to actively dream small. Thinking about how I can make an impact in a place, wherever little nook I might be living at the time. And those lessons, collecting those lessons was a pretty good idea because, as it turns out, I'm not really fit for car culture. So first there's the terrifying teenage rite of passage. You all might be familiar with it. It's called hitting a deer with your parents' car while speeding down the road through the night on a windy country road, rushing to your friend's house. Twice. So there's that. And then years later, getting off to college, and as a junior in college, getting my first car, a used one from my dad. And I was so embarrassed about having my own car finally that I parked it 3 blocks from campus. And I didn't tell my friends about it for months. Oh, hey, Flip, you want to go to that show tonight? Oh, yeah, I'll check out the bus schedule. What can I say? I'm stubborn. So it always just seemed so me-centric to have my own personal vehicle, to follow every whim with the slam of a car door. And I mean, I couldn't help but wonder, is there some other way where I can be a little bit more creative with my transport? My lips get really dry. So it's sort of, the looming question is, who cares? Why keep harping on this? Isn't it pretty awesome that we live in the seat of free choice and kind of do whatever you want to do kind of lifestyle and culture? Well, I think that's pretty good and will get us pretty far, but with 1 billion plus cars on the roadways of the world that guzzles 70 million barrels of oil each and every day, it kind of makes you pause. And I'm kind of an impatient literal person, so instead of waiting for some scientific technology or advance that may eventually come or not that will help us wiggle out of this problem, I just want to think about, well, what can I do? What can I do right now? So eventually I moved back to the North Country and have to figure out, what do I do? You know, how am I going to make it deciding to go car free? So for one, my partner and I, when we decided we were going to farm, where are we going to farm? So instead of being back along those rural winding roads of my youth, I'm a mile outside of the village that where the families live that eat the food that we grow. And when I'm deciding, as it turns out, I need some supplemental income, I need a job, where do I look? That's right. That same village a mile down the way. So at the end of the day, does it turn out that actually I'm missing some pretty cool job opportunities, transportation required? Yeah, more than one. And are there a few nights, at the end of a blustery winter where I'm maybe not able to get to that show or to that family party or event even? Yeah, unfortunately. But I decided to stop thinking about all those things as sacrifices. I decided to think about the ways that when I made that leap into trying to figure my own way without a vehicle, all the cool stuff that opened up in its place. We're talking built-in exercise every single day, increased self-resiliency, gliding through at a starry night, hearing the sound of a hoot owl. It's pretty powerful stuff. And now, when I encounter a deer rolling down the road, I'm captivated, not completely terrified, grabbing the steering wheel, white-knuckled. So now that the secret's out about the coolness of bikes, I'm sure no one's ever heard about a bike before they got here tonight and had me yammering on about it, but maybe you can go tell a few million of your closest friends about it. Maybe we can roll on into the future together. One thing only, hold the coffee. Thank you.